I love that intro. That intro was so fire. We went with a full intro for this one because this video is going to be awesome. I want to go ahead and thank WB. WB, it's like a sponsor, but it was like a sponsored, but well, what they did is they flew us out to Chicago. We got to do a tour of the facility again, and we got to go to a cool location and play the first small chapter of story, which I'm going to show you guys, but I'm going to do something different. I'm going to talk over it, or like talk and pause, because I'm pretty sure by the time you see this video, you know, it's going to be out on all the outlets. It's going to be on many outlets. You'll see it on like, you know, IGN and other YouTubers. So I wanted to make mine different. Mine's going to be like, hey, let's talk about it. Let's do a like, you know, audio commentary. I'll pause and I'll be like, oh, this is what I think, and here we go. And I'm probably going to skip through the fighting, because if you want to see some good fighting, watch this guy named Maximilian, dude. Got some good videos, got some good combos on his. And like mine, I was still figuring it out, but so after you watch my video, or if you watch Max's video, then you saw the good combos. We're just going to skip kind of past the fight parts. We'll watch a little bit of it, and we'll kind of skip that past that. But I want to go ahead and thank Warner Brother Games for flying us out, and I want to thank the NRS Studios as well. So they flew us out so we can check out the game, and that was last time they did it was 4 years. So travel provided by WB. And let's go ahead, let's get this here and get that started. Let's go to display capture. Here we are. We'll let this end of the match rock.
Finish him!
Finish him!
Lin Kuei wins.
Volume's up. Okay, cool. So you can see a little spoiler. I mean, like, but this is after the embargo, so you're going to see the new gameplay mode that is replacing the crypt right here. It's a little bit of a preview, but by the time you watch this, they will have announced it. So we got to play that. We're going to end it. Now here's something. There is a bit more of the intro, but my capture got messed up. So you can see I had to go through the first part of the story twice. So there's like a intro sequence that happens, but I guess since I'm playing it twice, it didn't happen. So we cut to here, but before there's like Liu Kang's like, I sculpted the worlds. So we're gonna miss that. But hey, sometimes it happens. You get
My friends, your patience is about to be rewarded. For I have saved the best for last. I have recently discovered a cure-all of unrivaled potency. It will soon be on the shelves in every home of Outworld. This elixir is crafted from an ancient recipe. It has Patreon flowers, Margovian nectar, powdered teeth of an Arctican dragon. All this and more,
We'll take that
infused with powerful Lycorian magic.
Ooh.
There is a village in the next canton over, where everyone has purchased this miracle cure. Overnight, all diseases, even Tarkat, have disappeared. Now, magic this potent is expensive. And I am sure you're asking yourselves, can I afford it? But the true question you must ask is, can I afford to be without it?
You lie, Shang Tsung. Your cures are useless.
So there we go. Okay. Pause right there. So we see that it's Shang Tsung. How many of you guys did like, oh, did you call it, or did you guys think it was Shujinko, right? Somebody's going to watch this and be like, Shujinko! And they're going to be like, you know, oh my goodness. But we see Shang Tsung, and he looks different from what we've seen like from the pre-order bonus. And it appears like right now, he just seems like he's a, just like a snake oil salesman right now. And so we kind of like, I was like, okay, is he, well, we're going to continue on.
I'm sorry. You are?
Someone fool enough to have believed you. My daughter was dying when you came to my farm.
Boba Fett?
You promised a miracle, and I gave you all I had. But only days later, she was dead.
That is impossible. My magic could not have failed her.
There was no magic! I took your elixir to an Imperial mage, and you know what she said? It's nothing! Just bourgeois tea!
The mage is mistaken, kind sir. My elixirs are of superior quality. Their efficacy is guaranteed.
So boom. So then now you can see that Shang Tsung isn't this all-powerful sorcerer, because if that was the Shang Tsung we know, Shang Tsung would be like, okay, every single one of y'all is getting messed up real quick, right? And it appears like in this universe, Shang Tsung is he's a charlatan. And so let's go check some more of that. Damn, this looks amazing. The wig. Bang. Super young. And right here, just you feel sorry for him. You see his face and you see that he is pretty much down on his luck right now. So you kind of feel some sympathy for him, and right, you could see like he's scarred, like something is going on.
It is an excellent ruse, your disguise. Backwater folk are far more likely to trust a kindly old man.
Dang.
Here on behalf of a dissatisfied customer. If it's revenge you want, have at it.
Man, and there we go. The facial animations are so good. You could just see like Shang Tsung is just like, okay, if you're here to just beat me up, beat me up. He's downtrodden. He's at his lowest. And, he's, like I said, he doesn't look like he has any of his powers, any of that. But we see Chronica, right? And at least I think it's Chronica. I don't know. But maybe there was a thing that said Chronica, but whatever. But we can pretty much assume that's Chronica. And to me, I think it's kind of cool. I know some people weren't crazy about her, but to me, having Shang Tsung and Chronica really feels like that's Agent Smith, right? So no matter what in the Matrix, there's always like an Agent Smith. There's always a architect, right? So it seems like maybe no matter what, if you restart the timelines, Chronica is beyond that and is still always there. And Shang Tsung is, is like a Agent Smith. I feels like they're both kind of glitches in the Matrix. So no matter what Liu Kang does, these two will be in there. But I think Liu Kang's plans have always, he's always pushed the thumb down on Shang Tsung because he knows what he could be. So I'm really liking where the story is going right now. Very intriguing.
If it's restitution, there's nothing left.
What I want, Shang Tsung, is to elevate you, to make you the great sorcerer that now you can only pretend to be.
A generous offer. Why me?
You are uniquely resilient. Who else could eke out a living traveling Outworld's hinterlands, selling quack cures and fake magic?
A living? It is barely survival.
And you were meant for more. To live among kings, not peasants. But since before you were born, you have been conspired against by those who fear how formidable you could become.
How do you know this? Who are you?
I am your deliverer, Shang Tsung. Join me. and I will put the realms at your feet.
There's a creepy smile. And what's cool there is, here, we'll let this rock. What's cool there is you see all those blemishes and those kind of scars go away, and he smiles. And that, to me, this story right now is making me like crazy hype. Well, you know, it's not as hype as the intro to 11, right, where you see Raiden super pissed off and fighting, or like X where they're in the helicopter and there's a, but the thing is that, you know, this is a new era, it's a new beginning, so the intro, you know, the beginning scenes isn't going to be as wild, right? It's going to be the introduction to this new world of Mortal Kombat. And to me, seeing Shang Tsung down on his luck, it makes him the hero of his own story, and a hero that you can kind of sympathize with, even though he's like, you know, selling snake oil. But that's the cards, that was the hand that was dealt to him. So it's going to be like Kronika's like, hey, this is Liu Kang's fault. He did this. He knows how strong you are. He's afraid of you, and he's done this to you. And I think that's just going to be super cool. And you're going to just see how pissed he is. And I believe that he's going to gather an army. I believe then there's going to be alliances changing, right? This is a new world. So you'll see like Baraka and Reptile fighting on the good side. But now with Shang Tsung teamed up with Kronika, and you know, they can learn how the timelines go, and they can learn a lot from their past. And you know, I think it's going to be cool. I'm excited. But let's go ahead and watch a little bit more.
This is a good harvest, Kung Lao.
Yes. It is a blessing, Raiden.
You would rather we starve?
No, of course not. But we've worked these fields since we were kids. In 40 years, we'll still be here. Stooped and feeble like Old Man Wei.
As long as I've known you, you've dreamed of leaving Fengjian. Why can't you be happy here?
Our ancestors fought in great wars. They died with honor and glory. Stories of our great adventures will be passed down for generations.
It may not be glorious, but what we do helps the village thrive.
I know. But is it so wrong to want some excitement?
If that's what you want, may I suggest a bet? Dinner at Madame Beau's tonight. Last to fill their cart pays.
You work faster than me? Ha! Since when? You're on, Raiden.
And there we go. So we have Raiden and we have Kung Lao. But I can immediately tell that Kung Lao is the same. There's nothing wrong. Like, Kung Lao's always going to fight for Earthrealm. He's always going to fight with what is right. But for me, Kung Lao's biggest problem is his pride. He has a little bit too much pride, and that's why Liu Kang usually is the chosen one, and that's why he kind of prevails. And I love Kung Lao. He's dope. He's, you know, like, gosh dang, he's always fun to play with, just looks super awesome. And since he looks so cool, of course he can be a bit prideful, but his prideful has been his downfall in some of the MKs. So, and it looks like he is that again. But then we have Raiden, who seems like he's the more humbler, more, you know, quieter this time around, right? So now instead of the Shaolin monks, or not the Shaolin monks, well, yeah, I guess the Shaolin monks, instead of Liu Kang and Kung Lao, it's now Raiden. And I have to say the designs for these characters are amazing. I love the faces. It really does, you know, now that Raiden, you can tell, like, yes, he's an Asian. And so with Kung Lao, of course it would always be Kung Lao, but it's nice, like Raiden, like you couldn't even tell. He did just look like some kind of elder god, but it's nice to see Raiden in his, you know, human form and not the movie. So not that crazy exciting picking cabbages. but you can see it's kind of like modern times.
That is amazing.
I am starving. I wonder what Madame Beau is making tonight.
For you two, whatever you want.
Thank you, Madame Beau. You spoil us.
Like the sons I never had.
Do you think Madame Blow? Blow.
Have you two been practicing my lessons?
Do you think she's?
As we can. The harvest leaves us little time for martial arts.
Since your first words, Kung Lao, you've mouthed nothing but excuses. If you fail to prepare...
Your preparations will
We'll
fail.
fail you.
Good. You haven't forgotten. But we'll see if I make you anything special tonight.
Ooh.
I'm glad you're paying. Madame Beau might just pad the bill with her anger.
I
Madame
am
Beau.
paying. You finished work last.
But I delivered my cart first.
Delivered? Huh. The bet was filled.
That's not what I remember.
So that's how it is, eh? What do you say we settle this man to man?
So they're gonna fight, and just it's like Kung Lao, right? Kung Lao always trying to prove himself, but like no, I was gonna say if Madame Beau might be related to Blanche.
Wait, you mean fight?
Yes. Right here, right now. Madame Beau can watch, critique our form.
There goes Lou. Hey, this is a
Best
guy with
2 out of
shiny
3.
white eyes.
Fair enough.
We must be careful. Madame Beau will kick us out if we break something.
Oh, this won't last long enough for that to happen. You will be down in no time.
Fight!
So watch a little bit of the fight. You don't really see like in this, Raiden doesn't have his powers. So you don't see any of the electricity. He's got his movement. And we're just gonna like fast forward a little bit past the fighting. It's not special. I don't really know the combos just yet. So a nice transition.
You haven't beaten me yet.
The day's coming, Kung Lao.
Keep telling yourself that.
And there he is, chat. There he is. All right. I'm going to say it here. I think that Kung Lao is going to change sides. Not because I think it's just in every universe that we've seen him in, like, you know, the few universes that we've seen him in, he's always been the very, not like he's just prideful, right? He's not like arrogant in a bad way. He's very prideful. And that led him to some trouble in the previous MKs. And I you know, my big brain theory is that Chronica and Shang Tsung are gonna be like, hey, look at your life. Guess what? This Liu Kang, he was in charge. He was ahead of you. Now he created this universe, and in this universe, it's the same thing for you. I think he's gonna get mad. But hey, we'll see. We'll see. Kenny's crazy theories.
You were hungry.
Oh,
Everything was delicious, Madame Beau.
Thank you, Raiden. You boys are always a pleasure to cook for.
Look at his face. It's so... Uh-oh.
Madame Beau, the Lin Kuei await your answer.
I have been busy, Smoke.
The Lin Kuei? Who are they?
don't know, but I don't like where this is going.
What do we do?
Stay ready.
Madame Beau, it is a simple choice. Pay for our protection, or risk harm to this fine establishment.
You'll get nothing from me.
That, Madame Beau, is unfortunate.
Let him have it. Damn! Whoa. Oh my. G splice. Dang, Smoke is so cool, but so bad.
You two are brave, but against us, you are in over your head.
We don't care who you are or who you are with. You will not menace Madame Bo.
So that's an awesome transition right there. And we'll skip just a fight. Oh gosh. Here we go. So we'll see this nice transition. Amazing.
Now who's in over his head? This was you?
Honestly, I'm surprised too.
Come on, let's help Madame Bo.
Dang.
How does he do that?
I have no idea.
You interfere with Lin Kuei business. Leave or face our wrath.
Abandon Madame Bo. Not happening.
Dude, she's dead.
Want more? I have plenty.
You should have fled when you could. Prepare to regret ever crossing the Lin Kuei.
Fight!
All right, we'll let a little bit of this off. So you could see Sub-Zero and Scorpion are cameos. The ice armor. I like that. I don't guess that's a back four. I'm hoping it's a forward four. Nice one. Probably down 3 or down 4. I didn't get to play these characters. Get over here. By Sub-Zero. He has an air spear, which is awesome.
For what it's worth, I'm not regretting this yet.
So I'm just gonna pause right there. Like, Scorpion has an air spear. That, like, to me, this might be some of the sauciest that Scorpion's ever been. Because look, here's the thing. It's been difficult for me to be a Scorpion fan when Smoke exists, okay? And here's what it is. Smoke in UMK3 was Scorpion, but better in every single way. So that's what made me like, okay, Scorpion's all right. But Smoke, I'm sorry, his combos were insane. So from this, especially with the game having a bit of air combos, it looks like he's going to be doing those Smoke combos that I used to love so much. So I might be playing Scorpion. This is one of the first times I've actually been interested in playing Scorpion, especially if he starts playing like UMK3 Smoke. Back to video.
It is you who will regret crossing me.
Ooh. This guy gets no Fs. Bonk.
Incompetent.
Oh, that works.
So here's what's cool. He used, okay, so that's the birth of Kung Lao's sharp hat in this universe, right? I know it's not like such a big deal, but if you're a nerd like me, it is actually really cool, right? He throws his hat first, does nothing. Then he throws the glaive, and he's like, that works. So I'm pretty sure like after this, he's going to be like, if I combine a glaive with my hat, it's problem solved, right? And, you know, like that's like Kung Jin, who used to throw a glaive, who's also another descendant of the great Kung Lao. Might be mistaken. Sometimes I get my, you know, lore wrong. I'm not, I know my lore. I'm not like a crazy lord, right? Lord. But yeah, Kung Jin and Kung Lao also descendants. But yeah, so he throws a glaive, and I'm pretty sure he's like, if I put this around my hat, I get the cool hat that I always have.
I have had enough of you.
Then go, before I put you down like the rest of your Lin Kuei.
You haven't a prayer against the Lin Kuei's Grand Master. Fight!
Ooh, see?
Sorry, but I have to ask. Can any of you Lin Kuei fight?
Noogie. See? He's like, can any of you Lin Kuei fight? He has so much pride. I tried to continue the combo there.
Are you sure you're a grandmaster?
And there we are. Thank you for playing. That's where it ends. That's how far we got. Let's go to scene 2. We can show my face. But we see him. We see Kung Lao with pride. And we know that pride has gotten him in trouble before. Yeah, and like I said, I don't know. I just see Kronika throwing some monkey wrenches in there. We've seen that she's like, hey, Shang Tsung, you've been conspired against before you're even born, and we can fix that. And now that's the scary thing, right? Kronika and Shang Tsung, because we just know like Shang Tsung, he is like Agent Smith. You give him some power and he'll corrupt everything, right? So I'm getting Matrix vibes. And like you remember at the end of the Matrix, he literally almost shut down the entire Matrix. But I think like Kronika's like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? So maybe she has some alternate plans, and we're gonna see. We don't know. And this is before Gamescom. But I think by the time you watch this video, it will be at Gamescom. So we will see if there's any more characters announced. I think they'll be showing off story mode and this new feature. But I hope we get to see some new characters, because I still haven't seen them, even though I was there. It was a small build as well. And then, but anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts on what you think so far of the story. We saw the first chapter. I'd love this to be a conversation. So if you're on watching this on YouTube, well, you have to watch it on YouTube because this is where it's going. But anyways, if you guys haven't, please like. I'd love a comment and subscription if you guys haven't. It helps the channel immensely. Your boy's trying to get to 100,000. He wants to get that plaque right next to that Haunted Mansion plaque. You know what I'm saying? Your boy wants to put that 100K plaque, and I'm almost there. I'm about halfway done. Yeah, halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand, I'll make it, I swear. Oh, okay, that was my bad singing. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. I hope you guys have an awesome one, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.